Welcome back to another vlog.
Bit of a wet one.
We'd like to say everything is going well on the farm, but you know, like we say, we want to show the good and the bad, the ups and downs.
And the very wet.
Yeah, this past week has been quite difficult for us. Obviously we've got a lot going on.
Yeah.
And rainy season has finally properly arrived. As you can see, you know, we flooded. This is our lane here, and it's flooded. I say flooded, you know, it's only what 2-3 inches.
Yeah. But if you're coming up here on a bike, it's not ideal.
Yeah, and it stops us from doing, you know, a lot of the jobs on the farms. So yeah, it's not great. Let's go and have a look. See what's going on. We'll show you. So we've been cutting corners a little bit on this chicken hut build. So we've been taking things up in the car because we can't be bothered to log it all the way up there. But unfortunately, because of the rain, we've got the car stuck. Come and have a look.
Shouldn't laugh, but it's funny.
We were out here for a good half hour yesterday trying to...
It was pitch black last night and that was driving. His uncle was jumping on the back. Oh, that was funny.
So yeah, it looks like a couple more days is going to be stuck. But
we're supposed to be sad in this, talking about our problems, but it's too funny.
I mean, you still what, laugh about it.
If you don't laugh,
really,
you'll
we
cry.
don't really need the car because literally we're going what 40 meters up there. We can put a bit of sand on a wheelbarrow, but you know we're lazy people. I want an easy life, not a tough life. So this is the way we're doing it, and we're not resuming the chicken build until we can get the car out. You think I'm going to log the sand up there? No chance, not a chance. I'll wait for the car to be back in action. But that's first of our problems.
Yeah, let's take you up here.
So here we are. We're at the famous trenches, and because of the rain, it's only gone and bloody flooded. Look at this. I don't even know. My fish is still in here. This end trench, I've never seen it so full. You know, we were going to pump the water out, but because we're sacking them off, we can't be bothered. So we're just going to leave it. I like it anyway, you know. It looks like how it was supposed to look.
Yeah.
All the trenches filled up, full of fish.
If we need to rescue the fish and put them in the big pond, then we will, but we just can't be bothered with it now. Sack them off.
The rain's dampened my mood, guys. I think I'm a bit depressed.
No, you're not. The thing is,
it's just
the initial plan was if this were to happen, we were just going to pump out the water. But since going big on the chickens and saying we're going to get rid of the trenches, it's just, we can't be bothered now. It's not a part of the plan anymore. Trenches are getting filled, so.
Yeah, sack the fish off.
No, just the trench. They're going in the pond.
No, the fish, they're actually doing all right, the fish.
Yeah.
This trench here is full of tilapia. You know, the catfish trench is doing really well. And obviously the pond's doing fantastic, so. But in terms of pumping the water out, you know, we're just not going to bother anymore.
Yeah. The fish need rescuing before they escape, then we'll do that, but apart from that.
Yeah, so that's another one of our issues, you know. Just got to be careful it doesn't overflow too much because the fish will start getting out. Then we will have to bring the pump into action, but at this moment in time, don't really feel like it. So here's the pond. I mean, the pond is doing fantastic. It's a very deep pond, this pond. But as you can see, you know, the water's as high as it's ever been. Like, I can't even stand down here and do a little bit of fishing leisurely, you know, without getting my feet wet. I have to have wellies on to stand here now. But, you know, we're not worried about the pond. We've still got a good metre or 1.5 meters until it actually floods. So the pond's safe. it's weird seeing it this high, you know.
Again, worst comes to worst, we can get the pump out if we need to, but the pond should be okay. It's just high.
Yeah, the fish are doing fantastic. Obviously, they're loving it. Yeah, the pond is doing great. It's just my fishing. I just have to put some wellies on if I want to fish here.
Boo-hoo.
Save me from getting my feet wet, isn't it? So, the chickens. This is our biggest problem at the moment. Everything else is fine, you know. We just
we can deal with it, can't we?
we're joking about everything else, but the chickens, on the other hand, aren't doing well.
They're just not happy, so they're not laying.
Like we said, we weren't ready for them.
Yeah.
Because obviously we wanted to build the chicken up before we had the extra chickens, but you know, she had no one to look after them, and we had to accept them.
Yeah. It was a cheaper price, wasn't it? So it's now or never, really.
Yeah. We said we'd house them until the chicken hut's built. But we are, you know, we're working our hardest to try and get it up and running. But it's a big build.
Yeah. You can't help the rain. They just don't like the rain, do they? They don't like being wet.
Yeah.
They're not happy in the rain. They're not comfortable, so they're just not laying as well.
Because the original hut, you know, we can't fit all 250 chickens in there, so we have to leave the door open so they can roam around outside.
Yeah.
But the issue is outside there's no coverage for them, so they're gonna get wet.
Yeah.
And we've been having issues with the eggs as well because they've not been laying as much, have they?
No.
Because they're not as happy.
It's just typical now. We have people turn up a few times a day.
I know.
We have to start saying no now.
Like this morning, I barely just got up. I know it's like 10 o'clock still, but I barely just got up. Not even had my morning coffee.
Eyes were puffy and everything.
She's there beeping her horn on a bike outside. Oh, have you got any eggs? I'm like, I've not even been up the coop yet, love. You're gonna have to come back later. But yeah, and then someone else rocked up a few minutes after.
Yeah.
Saying, oh, have you got 10 crates for us? Because it's like Buddha Day or something in a few days. And they want to make, you know, enough food for the temple and things like that. And we're like, we're gonna have to see, because at the moment the chickens aren't that happy, so.
We are gonna reserve as many for that occasion as we can and just say no to everybody else, but whether we can get 10 in 2 days, we'll see.
Like, if they're laying normal, 10 would be no problem in 2 days, because you know we get six or so crates a day. So, but at the moment we're only getting what, 3 or 4, 5 if we're pushing it. So, yeah, it'll be a close one. I'll just give her what we've got. But,
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, these chickens, unfortunately,
it's not nice.
You know. They just have to bear with it for a couple more weeks maybe.
We've been adding a lot more to their food, so they're not just eating grains and stuff to try and make them happy, but it's all we can do right now. We're doing our best. We're cleaning out the pen regularly so it's not too damp in there, but the rain's relentless at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, look at the farm, it's all flooded, you know, so it's only just where we're standing here, it's all muddy.
Yeah. We've had to bring the goats down by the house as well. We'll show you them in a bit. They
I
don't
would
like
say,
the rain
you know,
either.
we'd love to show all the nicey side of things, but things like this, you know, we thought we'd share, because things like this will happen to a lot of you if you keep chickens, you know.
Just be prepared for it. But
just wait for the new chicken hut and they'll be fine.
They'll be much happier. Hopefully not much longer, and they'll be in there. We can start afresh and get all those eggs back.
We're working as hard as we can.
Even though the
Once the truck's back in action, we'll be back at work, don't worry. Don't worry, ladies. You're gonna have your chicken pen soon. But on the other hand, we were walking up and down the path. I've noticed we've got some chilies. I didn't even know my uncle planted them. But before he came back, I was doing strimming on this plot of land, so I don't know how many plants I actually trimmed. But luckily, we have a survivor.
It's not even enough for us sometimes.
It's only got 2 chilies. I mean, we've got a couple of chili plants. The eggplants have been doing fantastic.
Yeah.
They're growing massive, aren't they? The eggplants. We can't eat them fast enough, so we might have to feed them to the chickens. But it's good. Chilies on the farm. Let's get the somtam.
What Farang style sometimes. 2 chilies.
Yeah.
Oh, too hot, too spicy.
Too spicy. Usually I only do 1 chili, but I might do 2.
Pet.
So, another issue. Can't even get the car started now. Let's go have a go with there. Yeah! We have power! Let that run for a bit.
The smoke.
เริ่มแล้วฮะ Okay, this my uncle's determined to get this bloody car out, look. He ain't coming out. You'd think a pickup truck would be 4-wheel drive, wouldn't you? But that one, when it gets stuck, it turns into a 1-wheel drive. Only that 1 wheel spins. So, yeah, that's not coming out. I'll probably have to help him in a bit. We'll get it out, don't worry, we'll get it back in action.
So here's Patch and Coffee. They're doing really well, eating everything in sight, as you can imagine, even some of our trees and bushes that we've not long planted, but it's fine, we'll deal with that another time, just let them settle in. But we've not been letting them out as much when it's been really heavy rain, because they really don't like it, but it's a little bit of drizzle now, not too heavy, so we're letting them have a good munch, see how they get on. But they're doing really well, they're settling in well, and they're not so scared of us anymore, which is nice. And the kids are always looking out every window trying to find where they are today, but they can see them from the house today, so they're happy. So yeah, here they are.
Look how deep this has gone, look. Half the wheels under the mud now. ก็ต้องถอยหลังตรงนี้สายยัง
มาแล้วมันจะเสียก
ฮะ
มันจะเสียกแล้ว
Sunny. So that's it. Like we said, you know, we love to bring all the positivity. You know, we try to make light of everything. It's just everything else is fine. It's just the chickens that we're a bit worried about. Obviously they're not at their happiest at the moment, are they? So
No.
but we'll end the video there. We thought we'd show, you know,
A bit of real life.
yeah, a bit of real life. You know, it's not all sunshine and rainbows here. It's, you know, gloomy dark days as well.
Yeah.
And when the farm floods like this, I mean, it's not really flooded, it's just wet, you know,
Yeah.
like it's just very wet at the
You
moment.
can't help but feeling a bit like down because you can't do anything about it. Like, what can you do? You just have to wait till it passes and then get on with your day to day, don't you? So
Yeah.
it's what it is, but we're all right, aren't we? Joking
Yeah.
about. Got to make light of it.
Hang on. We'll get the truck out. We might have to get a tractor to come pull it out.
The towing didn't work.
It's pretty deep in there now, but yeah, we'll carry on with this chicken hut build because we need that built as soon as we can, really.
Yeah.
The sooner we can do it, the quicker the chickens,
will be.
and the quicker the chickens can go in there and they can be a lot happier, and you know, it'll be fully dry in there, won't it? So
Yeah, and they can start laying again. Hopefully.
But-
Because we're known as Farang Farm now, aren't we? I think that's what
Yeah.
we've decided to call our farm.
everyone that comes up, you know, it's spreading by word of mouth at the moment, and everyone's saying, you know, go down this lane to the Farang house or Farang farm, and I think that's what our farm's going to be called.
Yeah,
you know,
I think
the,
they've named it for us.
the Farang farm, the greenhouse. But anyway, we'll end the video there. If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment, all the usual jazz, and we'll see you on the next one.